Cowboy for life. And I think Jay and Steven see it that way too. So I'm gonna be real excited. At the end of this year, I hope the fans are gonna be excited because I think it's gonna be a great offseason. I do think we're going to attack free agency. I think it's gonna be a great year. Um, because I think we got the pieces, man. I get guys is gonna to me. I look at it like the reason why we want to finish this year so good, and we're already missing starters, and some of those starters we're not going to get back to the end of next year. So if we could finish good and keep playing great defense now, imagine towards next year when we're not, what is it, 6-8, and we're whatever 9-5 or 10-6, whatever the record is, right? Imagine we're that record and we're saying, hey, we're still about to get Trayvon back. Hey, we're still about to get Demo back. And all those guys got all those good reps and that experience. And now you combine with those really good guys that's coming back who played so well with guys who's been working and grinding and are, have the same values and commitment to this team. And you say, yo, we're going to be really good come playoffs. We're really going to start clicking. So it's going to be a super exciting year. That's why I say Cowboys Nation, it look bad right now and we turning it up. But it's about to go to a whole nother level. So I hope y'all really, pay attention and y'all wake up because it's about to get real exciting. So, Cowboys Nation, y'all better wake up real fast.
Well, good evening, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. Victory Monday is over for us, so now it's a matter of focusing in, getting ready for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that actually have a better chance of making the playoffs than we do at the moment. A Tampa Bay Buccaneers team that's still, the record's not where they want it to be, but they're still a really good team. Tampa Bay Buccaneers that beat the Eagles last year in the playoff. So we got to get focused on them real quick. But a couple of things. Micah Parsons. Micah says he expects to be a Cowboy for life. We've had this whole kind of like roller coaster ride from Micah last Sunday. Micah on Sunday. Was it yesterday? No, it was this week before. Yeah, it was before the Cincinnati game where he was going through and talking about, he expects to be a Cowboy and so on, and working with the team to try and, get a deal done, understanding that he wants to, if it means him taking less money, means they can keep some of the players and stuff, then that's what he wants to do. That he is trying to influence them, of course, on keeping the coaching staff. And seems to have praise for Mike Zimmer because he seems to be really excited about that relationship with Mike Zimmer right now and getting that together. And of course, we know how the Cowboys are. The Cowboys, they always wait till the last minute to get things done. And you got Stephen Jones, who of course is always, talking about the bottom line, and, they don't want to be in cap trouble, down the road and so on. But it seems like a team that never wants to be in cap trouble seems to be always in cap trouble. That somehow they don't spend the money on free agents, but yet they somehow never have money to spend on free agents. Go figure that one. But went on to say that, maybe that they evaluate everything, including if their philosophy of being very top heavy is hurting them. And so that was kind of like, you could hear the tone in Micah Parsons kind of change a little bit, where he went on before talking about being a Cowboy for life and then saying, well, I understand it's a business and all these things are business decisions. And, if I'm here 5-6 years, whatever, I'm going to give everything I have, insinuating that they might not get a deal done, considering he's in year 4. So, yeah, that got to be interesting because you could look and say, well, next year's a 5th-year option, and then they could franchise tag him. So that's your 5 or 6 years. And I think Stephen Jones, when you listen to him this morning, he kind of walked that stuff back a bit. Stephen Jones kind of said, well, we've had that situation with Tony Romo and Dak and crew and so on that, it's just a matter of us working out the numbers, kind of letting them know that, oh, no, I wasn't saying I wasn't going to sign you, because he literally said our goal was to get the big 3 under CD, Dak, and Micah, and that hasn't changed. So that's the kumbaya moments right there. The interesting part to me was Micah says he thinks that they're going to be players in free agency. And this is where I wonder, did somebody get to Micah and say, yo, bro, we love you. We're going to try and get this thing together and so on. It almost makes me wonder when I think about where we were. Jerry Jones, of course, being mad about us not making the playoffs, and we got to make a deep run, and this, that, and the other. And then we, of course, have an ass season, but then we end up bringing it back. In some regards, you look like you don't have any credibility by doing that, because now you're going through and you're changing what you're pissed off about. But if they are serious about bringing back Mike McCarthy, why are we waiting? Why not go ahead and keep this good feeling going and get this thing done and say, we're going to go ahead and extend Mike now, so that way we can start the process of getting ready for next year. I hope that we don't go through and it's Monday after the Commanders game and we have the whole walk of shame for a week of whether or not Mike McCarthy's going to get an extension, and they wait a few more weeks and things like that. Because if you're going to do it sooner than later, so you have the biggest pool of coaches to try and interview, try and get the best guy. If you're not, get that guy focused in on, autopsying the body, figuring out what went wrong and how we fix it. Please, by all means, don't wait. Don't run this whole off season with Micah having in the back of his head that I'm not going to get paid. Do I need to hold out? Get the thing done. Get the thing done. And if you're not going to sign him, then trade him. I don't care which it is. Just whatever you do, don't string this shit out. In my mind, getting Micah Parsons' deal done long term gives me another $10 million to work with next season. And that might be signing Osa and Digazua and Rico, helping to get those guys. Or signing a free agent that helps us in one of the spots that we have a need. Don't wait until the end of training camp to sign free agents and think they're going to be able to get plugged in and learn your system and be in shape. The future is now, right now. And we need to be thinking about how can we be the best team we can, hit the ground running come the beginning of the league year. I pray that that's what happens. Micah, of course, he ain't giving up. He's talking about, we're not tanking. We're trying to win each of these games. We still have a chance. And you have to look at Micah and say, he is becoming a leader. Now, one thing I do want to address tonight, oh my God. Wow. Eagle fans are literally feeling themselves. They are like, they were merciless on my live streams today, with literally putting it in the face and stuff. And they're literally saying that I am rubbing the Carolina Panther game that the Eagles played last week in their face. And it's like, how am I rubbing anything in your face when I'm sitting here on my Cowboys channel, in my space, not going on Eagles channels and doing that. I'm not going Philly 500 and saying things like that. You're coming into my house, okay, and expecting me to kiss your ass and praise you. That's not going to happen on a Cowboys channel. I don't know why Eagle fans are so needy that they need Cowboy fans to validate what they're doing. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you? You're not getting that here on a Cowboys channel. You're just not. I'll congratulate you and say, hey, you guys are winning. You're doing good. But the thing that's funny to me is how they only value right now and what they've seen. And I have to tell you, when I think about the world today versus the world I grew up in, where everything is disposable. You buy an appliance, you're lucky if it makes it through the warranty period. My in-laws got, I can't remember the name of it. Life is Good. Don't buy their refrigerators. About a year and a half in, the compressor went. And they actually had one of the ones that lasted longer. And only LG, only LG can service them. And it was 5 weeks before they could get on the schedule to get it fixed. See, you have to understand, my great aunt, who passed away about 35 years ago, used to have this green washing machine. Yeah, you know the avocado green appliances. And that washing machine was about as heavy as a tank. And I remember when I first started working down here, about 15 years or so ago, we ended up building an addition onto a house, which was our place to stay. That washing machine was still running. And we brought it down here and had that thing was running for about another 5 years. And that thing had to be 40 years old. When I look at all these videos that talk about buying new houses that don't buy them because they literally are falling apart the way that they're built, and I look at this place and I look at this flooring that's been here for 200 years, good luck at getting some flooring today that's going to last 200 years. Or, you know, these rafters that are staying straight that are 200 years old. See, they built things differently. They built things to last. And my thing to these Eagle fans were, when I think about the Dallas Cowboys of the past, that there are players that will transcend time. Roger Staubach, Ed Too Tall Jones, Harvey Martin, Hollywood Henderson, the Manster, Tony Dorsett, Drew Pearson. These are players that are still relevant in the conversation of football for all these years. To discount and say those things don't matter, then you're saying that football really didn't matter because those guys were football. I congratulate the Eagles for winning that Super Bowl. You did. But I don't know that I'm looking at, or that of course I won't look at it because I'm not an Eagle fan. But I don't know that Eagle fans 10, 20 years from now will look back at those guys and think of them as iconic Eagles players. Now there might be a few, the Lane Johnsons and the Kelsey and so on. But with this era being different, I don't know that you look at the players and the teams the same way. Randy White only was the Dallas Cowboys. Ndamukong Suh was kind of there for a cup of coffee. Do you look at that guy and say, that's truly the Philadelphia Eagles? So, yes, as a Cowboy fan, we do look back at that history because we're very proud of that history. We wish we were currently making some new history That was good. But unfortunately, we're not. But if Micah is right in what he's saying, that we are going to get him signed, and that we are going to look at outside of the building for some players, and understanding that the Eagles, the year before they won the Super Bowl, were the fourth place team in the division and turned it around, it's got to give you some hope as a Cowboy fan. Got to give you some hope as a Cowboy fan. But yeah, the new stuff is nice. They don't build it like they did back in the day. There goes the train. Alrighty, good people. As always, I appreciate you guys. And be safe out there. And remember, tell the people you love how much you love them, because you might not get the chance again. And shout out to Miss Tracy.
Mark?
Yes, baby.
Any chance you heard from that dude?
No.
All right.
Miss Tracy is making all the t-shirts for all the winners from yesterday. So we should be packing them up tomorrow and getting them shipped out. Thank you, Miss Tracy. I don't think she heard you. And that's all I have to say about that. As always, good people, I appreciate you, and God willing, I'll see you tomorrow, because I love you guys.